new year, and we are really getting down to business on this vlog. I find last week was a more reflective week for me, and I think I needed a more like relaxed week before I got into the month, given that the new year kind of started on a Friday. So it really wasn't like it just felt too quick. It was like, okay, Friday, back to work, and then the weekend, and then the new week. The weekend wasn't enough. So I kind of took the entire week a little bit slower. I didn't get to the gym. I didn't do any of the things. I just was in a more like reflective mental state and just really thinking about all the things I did last year, how I showed up last year, how I would love to show up this year, the areas that I would like to improve. I had a couple conversations with myself and with some friends, and they were very healthy conversations. They were much needed. Now I'm ready to hit the ground running. So this is my journal for this year. I had bought it at the end of 2025. I had seen it, I think I saw it like maybe in September, and I was like, I love this journal. And or I was like, what if I don't like it or I see others that I like? And then I say, you know what? Let me just buy it. I might like it, I might not. Sometimes I go through like two planners in one year because I feel like I just don't like it anymore or I just didn't lay it out well. So anyway, I got it, and this is her. I just love the quotes that was on the front. And then the back says that. I just thought it was a very, very cute planner, and I love the color. If you guys have been around for a minute, you know I'm a very nude neutral girly, so really will enjoy looking at this, taking pictures with this. It's just super aesthetic and I'm here for the vibes. So I want to start the vlog off by talking about our goals. I actually have mine written down in my book. I love how at the beginning of the book it has like the calendar. I never really utilize a calendar like this. So this year I actually want to try doing that. Let me just pin this on my shirt. I am definitely a big believer in the evil eye, or just pretty much sharing something before you need to or should, and just keeping some things a little closer to your heart until time is correct to share it with others. So there are certain things that I will keep to myself, and then there are other things that I will try my best to be a lot more transparent about. I have my goals for this month catered towards my overall goals at, let's say, the first quarter. So for this month, I have financial, professional, personal, health and well-being, and my relationship goals. And my focus for this month is time management. I don't think I said my word for the year. So my word for the year, my belief for the year is expansion. So anything to do with expanding the direction that I'm going in 2026. But this month, I'm definitely focusing on improving my time management. I read the book Atomic Habits, and I think it was really, really useful. I lack with consistency and I lack with time management. I find one thing that I've learned with time management is that you need to focus on the priority thing, set the time, and just show up. And I feel like because I lack in doing things like that, it kind of sends my other habits and my behaviors out of alignment. And then that's where my habits kind of fall short because of that lack of direction. So for me, time management has a lot to do with direction, because when you know what is most important or priority for that day, for your goal, it really helps the other options fall in line. For financial, I have a couple saving goals and also investment goals that I have listed based on my overall goals for the first quarter. So for my professional goals, I would like to learn Google Ads. I've never really did a course on Google Ads. Have tried setting up a Google ad before, but I don't feel as confident doing those things. So I will be watching a couple videos and really trying to improve my understanding with that. My next professional goal is to plan content for work 1 month out. I have a lot of flexibility with my day in terms of I don't have anyone who's micromanaging me when it comes to work. And because of that, I tend to leave things for the last minute, and I want to stop doing that. There's a lot that I could do where if I just put like 3 hours, 4 hours aside a day and just plan my workout for the month, I would have a lot more like flexibility in how much I can learn, how much I could consume, and how much I could grow within my job and within myself. So I'm really trying to focus on having more like content days for my job and have those things scheduled out rather than having them like linger out throughout the entire month. And then sometimes I would forget to do something, or there's a part of the process that I would forget. I feel like if I set time to just like have everything done in advance, it would make me a lot stronger team member, a lot stronger in my life. And I really want to make this like top priority for this month. So learning Google Ads and also planning content a month in advance. So for my personal goals, I want to get ready every single day by 9 a.m. So that means everything I did this morning in terms of like having my coffee, reading my Bible. And that's another thing I want to start doing a lot more is reading the Bible daily. I have never been into reading scripture unless I feel called to do it in terms of like if I'm going through a bad phase in my life. And that's something that I want to not do anymore. I want to find my way to scripture, to reading verses, to learning and bringing my relationship closer to God a lot more daily rather than when I'm in a bad mental space. Everything I did this morning in terms of like reading my Bible, reading my book, whichever book I'm reading at that point in time, stretching. I want to start stretching so much more. I feel like the older I get, the more I work out, the more my body is feeling it. And right now I can feel myself like my posture isn't as upright as it should be. So things like stretching and all of the amazing things that I should do on mornings and things that I even watch other YouTubers and I feel like, oh my God, this person has his shit together. I want to be that girl. I want to feel a lot more confident in my body, like feel a lot healthier, a lot more flexible, a lot more mobile. So everything though, I want to be able to get everything I do or did this morning done by 9 a.m. I want to be dressed and ready for the day. Sometimes when you work from home and you are not like prepared, it doesn't help. It really doesn't help. You don't feel motivated. And I just want to be a lot more present, polished, and put together by 9 o'clock every single day. For this month, I would love to read 3 books. So far, I've read Atomic Habits. I started reading The Psychology of Money, this book. I have the physical book and I also have it on my Kindle. So I bought the physical book because I wanted to highlight some areas and I feel as though that's one of those books that I needed to have in person. But normally I read most books on my Kindle. I find I get through books a lot faster on my Kindle, but I wanted to have this book. I just really felt the need to have this book physically in hand. Right, Atomic Habits, Psychology of Money, and I think another book is going to be something a little bit more lightweight or romantic. Everything wouldn't be in the category of self-help. I want to read more fun books and I do enjoy reading. I watched on Netflix the other day, People We Meet on Vacation, and I've never read the book, but after watching it on television, I thought the acting was amazing. I thought the storyline was really sweet. I enjoyed that movie so much. I actually watched it 2 times. I actually want to read the book now. So that might be the 3rd book that I might read this month. I want to practice my Spanish daily for at least 30 minutes to an hour. I live in Latin America. As you guys can hear, I'm an English speaker and I've never known Spanish until coming to this country. The Spanish I was taught in my school was very basic. It was by an English person who didn't even know like how the accent was, the tone, how to roll the R's. So coming here was definitely a culture shock in many, many ways, especially with the language barrier. I've gotten a lot better, but I do need to practice every single day. If you want to improve something, you need to nurture it every single day. So that's top priority for me today. I need to find the best time to practice my Spanish, whether it's a morning or afternoon time. I need to find the right fit for my brain that makes the most sense, that I could retain the information a lot better. And then for my next personal goal, I want to hit 1K on YouTube. So I never say out loud the goals that I have for my YouTube channel. I just like keep it to myself, but this is one that I feel comfortable sharing. I think at the time of posting this video, I have 842 person. So for January, I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers. I believe I can. I really do believe I can. I just need to be consistent. And the only way you guys will see my face more is if I post it more. So it's on me. it's a me problem and we need to fix that. And I'm definitely working on growing this YouTube channel and just like enjoying the journey as we go on. Under my health and wellness is stretch every single morning, drink more water. I am in between this one in terms of no creamer in my coffee. I have been getting a pouch. The older I get, the more I get a pouch, and it's definitely my fault. In 2025 and 2024, I find I wanted to really build my glutes, and that's what your girl did. And I neglected other aspects of my body. And because I work from home, I don't walk around a lot. There are days when, or weeks when I miss the gym and I'm just at a computer desk, or there are days when I eat a little too late. I started eating after 7 some days. I just built a lot of habits that definitely showed on the lower abdomen. I'm between whether it's I need to cut out milk or creamers, because those are really the only like sweet things that I have in my day. But I'm not a black coffee drinker, so I'm not really sure how to go about this one, because I feel as though if I work out more or work out the right areas and I'm a lot more consistent with my workouts, because I know you don't lose fat or by just working out an area. You will strengthen your muscle, but it still requires you to eat better. And I just really probably need to look into my diet a little better and maybe cut out milk, but I don't want to say just yet if this is like the main reason. I just need to like really be consistent with my workouts. I also started taking some tablets for bloating. I mentioned it on the last vlog, the Bliss Sasha Fitness tablets, and those are also a fat management supplement. So when I took them last month, because last month was the first month I took them, I did see a reduction in my bloating, especially coming on to like my cycle. I just need to like keep doing all the things and see like if they improve or help me feel a lot more confident within my core. That is one that I'm not really sure if I'm gonna like cross out or just play it by ear. So for now, we'll see. We'll just give it one more week and then I'll decide how I feel about that. Eat 3 meals per day. I think this one has a lot to do with my morning routine, because my morning routine, I never really got ready by 9 o'clock. So there were some days where I wasn't eating my 3 meals because of my morning routine was just taking too long and I wasn't eating at the appropriate time. So that kind of like, you guys get what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to improve that. I feel as though once my morning routine is a lot more consistent and I eat before like probably around like 8:30, my next meal would be like around 1:30, and then I could eat on a better schedule and rotation and life would be better. My other one for health and wellness is workout for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, as low as 30 minutes. So I was getting a lot better with that coming on to the end of last year. I was getting out and getting my steps. I was going to the gym a lot more. I was feeling a lot better. I think the first week when I went to the gym every single day, I felt so burnt out by the weekend. I felt a lot of it in my back. And that's one thing that I want to add on here is to get a massage once a month. I'll get a massage this month since we're just dealing with January at this point in time. I was just writing it on. And then for relationships, I have that I want to go to the movies with a friend. Growing up, going to the movies and so on was not something that I did often. I really only became more social these last few years moving to a new country. This country has a lot more work-life balance and the culture here is more like family oriented. So I have a really visual representation of what enjoying life looks like now. So I should make the effort to do these things with my friends. I've gotten a lot better in 2025 in terms of making plans with friends and going out with friends, having coffee dates. But this month, I just want to be a bit more intentional with it and just doing 2 things, mainly given because I have financial goals. So I don't want to like overspend and overstretch myself. So go to the movies with a friend and then 1 dinner or bar date a night. I don't really go out at night very often. And that's something that I want to change. I want to get sexy. I want to get dressed up. I want to be outside. I want to put on heels. And I really want to just enjoy like being sexy, young, and flirty. So that's one thing that I want to do this month. So those are my goals for January. And I think they're all fairly easy, fairly in line with who I want to be, how I want to be. And I feel very, very comfortable and confident with those. Next thing after goals. So step one, in terms of getting my life together for this month, your girl needs to take down the Christmas shit in my apartment. Last week I wasn't ready to separate myself from them, and now it's time. It needs to go. Like, everything needs to be packed away. The apartment needs to be fresh for the new year. I'm kind of nervous taking it down because, one, I haven't gotten my nails done yet. So you guys know when your nails are like a little grown out, they get easily hurt when doing labor-driven things. And I just don't want to hurt my nails. So putting this tree away is definitely going to make the apartment look very, very empty. But it's still much needed to remind my brain it's a new year, it's a new month. We need to get going. Even right here, there's a tree right next to me that needs to go. Like, it all needs to go. It needs to be packed away. I need to do like a nice sweep and just really get the apartment ready for the new year. I'm looking forward to seeing it all gone, actually. Last week I wasn't ready yet. Now I'm just like, get it out of here. Let's do this. Okay, that's done. And to be honest, taking down a tree is enough to make me not want to celebrate Christmas again. It's such a pain in the backside. But yeah, that's over with. Step 2. I want to make more healthy meals for myself. So this week, I actually want to eat more steak because it's coming on to a girly time of the month. And I also want to eat more salad. So that would require me to go to the supermarket to do a grocery shop because I ran out of things to make a salad and I only have one piece of steak left, which I want to eat today. So let's head to the supermarket.
Degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 더바랄 것도 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아.
Hey guys, so in the high hopes of trying to get my life together for the new year, we are gonna go and try to see if we can get our lashes and our nails done today. Like, my nails, they're horrible, and my lashes, they're like completely gone at this point. And I just feel like those things, once they're done, I feel more put together, I feel more alive, I feel more pretty, sexy, happy. So I'm gonna go see if I can get an appointment for my nails and my toes. My lash appointment, that is booked. That is at 1:20. Well, I think in like 20 minutes. It's not like 1. I just figured, let me get ready early. This year I'm really trying to be a lot more punctual and not the one like always a couple minutes late. I don't want to be that person anymore. So I'm gonna head out and get these girls looking all fluffy and nice, and then see if we could get our nails and our toes done. Whatever step this is, get cute, girl. So if you need whatever you find is self-care for yourself, whether it's a day at the spa, facial, a nighttime pampering routine at home by yourself, anything that makes you feel vibrant, nice, sexy as a woman, do it. Absolutely do it. Book that time with yourself. So yeah, let's head out. Let's go get cute. I'm wearing this top, and so yeah, I'm wearing this little skirt and this top. Yeah, I'm gonna need to wear slippers because if I get my toes done, you can't really put them inside of a shoe. But a pair of loafers would have crushed this look, but dang it. This is a really bad time to be trying to get an Uber because it's really busy out. But I just got my lashes completed. I'm waiting to get an Uber to go get my nails done. We're actually not gonna get my toes done today. There was nobody available. But yeah, my Uber is a little ways away. I tried canceling to get a new one, but yeah, it's not allowing me to. So I was able to get my nails and my toes done. I'm really grateful that I didn't have to go back another day because that would have been a little bit annoying. I actually enjoyed getting my nails and my lashes done the same day. Normally I would go and get my lashes done one day, and then another day of the week I would go and get my nails and my toes done. But actually having a day for everything did not feel bad. So I think that would be the plot going forward, rather than having it separated and being out of the house more than need be. I'm gonna book everything on one day. I historically haven't done it that way because sometimes these services take a little bit longer than you expect them to, and or when you're depending on Uber. Sometimes when you're depending on Uber, you just never know what can happen, the delays, and I just hate being late for service. I hate being that person. But we got everything done and I'm really happy. The girl, we did like a very like light color, very neutral. I thought it would have been good for like the new year to just be there. I don't have any parties or anything to go to. In November, December, there's always like some type of festivities, and a little bit of glitz and glamour. Your fingers are best suited. I still need to get rid of this tree. I need something for this table. That's the problem. So I ended up putting it there. But yeah, I just felt like something more neutral for January would have been nice and cute. And my toes are like a similar like similar color to my nails, but a little bit more pink. I don't want to creep you out by showing you guys my toes. So we are gonna head out real quick. I just want to run a quick errand. I don't want to declutter. Declutter isn't what I need to do. I did a lot of decluttering last year. I think a lot of the things that I own now are very intentional, and things that are like base pieces for I would say like my capsule closet. So everything that I have, I really love. I did a lot of decluttering last year, but I do have a lot of pieces that I can't see what I have. So I need to do a lot of organizing. So I need to go and get some hangers. I also want to clean my cabinets. So my skincare cabinet, and then there's another one with my makeup. I want to like clean my brushes and all those things. So let's pop out real quick and get a bunch of hangers. I like the black ones that are like kind of fluffy. Is that the word? It's like kind of Velcro. I don't know what the material is called, but I like those ones. I'll show you guys them in a little bit. So I'm gonna see how much of those I could get today, because hangers are actually quite expensive. Those things cost a pretty penny these days. Did not expect that, but I'm gonna head out and see if I get some hangers, and then we're gonna return and try to get as much organization done as possible. So I came home and I got started. I did not even wait. I got a pack of 25, but this is what's left now after I separated all these dresses. Most of them were on one hanger, so I really needed to separate them and have them laid out on their own hanger. And then I want to do the other side with my pants. So I also got this dress. This year I definitely want to do more dresses. I find I've been very into like pants and top looks for quite too long, and I decided I want to start wearing like little mini dresses and so on. So it's like short, it's frilled at the bottom. I'm not too sure about it. It's a lot girlier, but I'm going for a more girly look these days. So I think this would be cute. And at some point we need to organize my bags. So up here are all my like clutch bags and such. They're not showcased that I could see them, so we need to organize that at some point in time. But I got this bag. This one here. So maybe a bag like this could work with this dress. I think that would be really cute. And then a pair of shoes. I think it's adorable. Or I also have this bag. See, you can't see any of my bags, and I want to showcase them a bit more. So when I'm getting ready, I can actually see what I have. So I also have this bag that I could wear with it. I think that would be cute, actually. I was gonna go with the white if I did. I think both would be really nice, but I think the burgundy would just like give it that extra little pop. And then I just need to start compiling some shoes. That actually looks a lot better now. Like a lot better. This is another little mini dress that I purchased a while ago. And yeah, since I got it, I wore it like probably twice. And each time I get like lots of compliments on it. And I just need to find more stuff like this. Like a lot more. They're so adorable. This one is like really mini though. I need to put on like a tights underneath it so that it would not ride up when I walk. I have all my coats and my jackets and blazers hung in this room. And some of them are in black hangers. So I'm just going to swap them out with the white ones so that I would have more black ones to hang more of my things. I had this blazer when I was living in Canada. It is such a... has so much memories. I love this blazer so much. And then finally this one. Okay. I'm happy. And then over this side, I have like a whole bunch of sweaters. I think that looks a lot better. And now I have a few more. I'm gonna interchange these ones with the ones that weren't on very sturdy hangers, like this one. this one is actually the embarrassing one. I'm in my guest bathroom and it has a lot of perfumes that I don't use. A lot of perfumes are empty. I wouldn't even say a lot, just a couple, because I haven't replenished my perfume collection in over a year. It's been that bad. All these makeups are just old and just need to be thrown out. So let's do that. I think I might actually just throw away my makeup brushes because I actually don't use them as much as I should. I'll try washing them to see. I'm just gonna soak them in this to see which ones can be kept. I'm gonna throw this one away. No, I'm just gonna soak all of them. This keep. I actually got this from when I was in Colombia. I had bought my first Chanel product. This one is actually good. Hey guys, so my camera got really full and I decided to just spare you guys watching me do the same thing again, because that was pretty much it. I cleaned off the shelves. I threw out some of my makeup things that really I wasn't using. They were old, and I need to also make a list of some perfumes that I want to restock on, and give me some recommendation on makeup brands to try, because when it comes to makeup, I just really have no clue sometimes where to begin. I just cleaned up my kitchen because one thing I'm trying to do this year is to ensure that last night's problem does not become my morning routine's issue. So I'm trying to prevent that as much as possible and to ensure that I clean up every single night, regardless of how tired I feel, because I just don't feel it's fair to morning me to wake up to last night's mess. So I just did that. And oh, one thing that I thought was really great was how clean I got my brushes. Like, these were actually gonna go into the garbage, but I soaked them for quite a few hours. And I also used this soap. This is the soap that I'll be using on my face until I get my CeraVe back. But I used this to wash my brushes, and I think it really did a pretty fantastic job, because I wasn't gonna keep these. These were gonna go in the garbage. So the fact that my brushes came back looking like brand new, I'm like, okay, cool. So I just have them over here drying. So I soaked them. I added the soap like in the center, and I just like got really in there. And then I also used this wooden thing, and I just like rubbed it on that. Let me show you guys. Sometimes you just have to use what you have. So I used this and I just like rubbed them on it to just try to help me get some of the makeup and the gunk out of it. So that was actually fairly helpful. I am going to call this vlog a night vlog. And I actually have been looking forward to getting back to my book. I started reading Psychology of Money at the beginning of this vlog, and I'm really looking forward to, I'm looking forward to getting back to reading that. And also, if you guys are interested in like skincare, let me know. I'm really happy to share like my skincare routines or anything with you guys. I don't think it's like amazing, but I've been able to really change the quality of my face, my skin, over the last few years of creating content. And I could tell because like I have like older videos that I could look back on and see like how drastically the quality of my skin has really improved. One thing I'm working on now is like my body acne, so working on rectifying that. So recently I've been using, can you see that? Yeah. So I've been using this by La Roche-Posay, and I've also been using this. This is a bit more extreme product when it comes to healing acne. So I've been using this on my back, and then I've been putting this on top of it to not damage my skin. So I actually been noticing quite a bit of a difference in my back, given I started using those two. My skin actually feels a lot softer, which I wasn't expecting that because the panoxyl is actually quite a harsh product. So it was very interesting to see that I was still able to retain like soft and subtle skin, and I'm guessing that that is the La Roche-Posay. So honestly, I really love their products, and they're not like overly expensive. They're not like the cheapest on the market, but they're still not like overly expensive, which I really appreciate. They're somewhat affordable. Okay guys, so I'm gonna call the vlog an end here. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I would love it if you put let's see, let's put a book emoji in the comments. Let me know what you guys are reading. I just started Psychology Monday, so I'm looking forward to updating you guys on the next vlog with that. But let me know what books you guys are reading, what books you're into, and I hope you guys subscribe and stick around a little longer to hang with your girl. And wherever you are in the world, have an amazing time and see you soon. Bye.